It was a chilly autumn evening, and Sarah had just moved into her grandmother's old house. The house had always given her an unsettling feeling, especially the large, antique mirror that hung in the hallway. Its glass was slightly warped, and it always seemed to reflect more than just the room. As Sarah walked past the mirror one evening, something caught her eye. Her reflection blinked. She froze, her heart pounding. Slowly, she turned back to the mirror, staring at it in disbelief. Her reflection stood still, as it should, but there was something off about the way it looked at her. Its eyes seemed darker, almost hollow. Suddenly, her reflection smiled. Panicked, Sarah stepped away from the mirror, but her reflection didn't move. It stayed standing there, grinning. A soft, whispering voice filled the hallway. "Come closer, Sarah. Let me show you something." Her knees buckled, and she felt cold sweat on her forehead. She tried to back away, but her legs wouldn't move. The reflection's grin widened as it reached out towards her, pressing its hand against the inside of the glass. Without warning, the mirror's surface rippled like water, and Sarah was pulled forward. She gasped as the cold glass enveloped her, dragging her into the reflection. She found herself standing in a dark, twisted version of her grandmother's house. Everything was the same, but darker, with shadows moving on their own. Her reflection was gone, but the whispers remained. "You can never leave, Sarah." Panic surged through Sarah as she turned to run, but the house seemed to stretch endlessly. Every door she opened led back to the mirror room, and her reflection was waiting for her each time, smiling, laughing, and whispering, "You belong to us now." Her breath came in ragged gasps as the house closed in around her. She realized there was no escape. In the end, Sarah collapsed in front of the mirror, defeated. Her reflection leaned down, staring at her with those hollow, dark eyes. Slowly, it reached out, touching the glass one last time. Sarah felt herself fading, her body growing cold as her reflection took her place. Now, when you pass by the mirror in that old house, you might notice a figure trapped within it, forever watching, waiting for someone new.